guys. Welcome back with Open Up with me, Angel B. And today, my guest is Pat, a producer from Compton, California, whose musical roots trace back to the church, where he begins playing piano as just 8 years old. That early foundation in gospel shaped his understanding of emotion, harmony, and rhythm long before he stepped into a professional studio. Working largely behind the scenes, Pab has collaborated with major artists and producers including The Game, Boyd Wonder, NLE Choppa, Jake Latimore, Bankroll Got It, and Huncho, while helping craft the sound of rising artists like Kobe Cordell and Said James. Beyond music industry, Pab is also committed to impact, working with incarcerated kids, youth, communities that often feel forgotten, using music as a bridge for transformation, hope, and direction. How are you?
Good,
Welcome.
Good. Thank you for having me.
We made it.
Yes, we're here.
We're here. Okay, so before we start, I always take a shot with my guests. So
Okay.
it's a ginger shot, guys. We help.
Ginger.
So let's do it.
Yep.
You can get what?
Boom.
Yes. Cheers.
Whew.
You have your water if you need it. Go ahead.
I needed it.
Okay. What song would describe your life right now at this moment?
Ooh, that's a nice question. What song would describe my life?
At this moment, like what phase are you right now?
That's a good question. I would say like we gonna make it by the Locks.
Dope.
Jadakiss. We gonna make it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yes. Yes.
Let me say we're gonna make our life. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
We will. Dope. So you grew up in Compton.
Yes.
How was life back then?
I mean, as a kid, of course, it was beautiful. You know what I mean? So like, it was good up until start getting into a little trouble as you grow up. But other than that, I mean, it made me what I am.
Hanging out with the wrong friends?
Always,
Really?
Trying to look
Like
for
when you
trouble.
were a teenager?
When I got to a teenager. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Can you just push close to you? Yeah,
this-
so yeah, we
this
make
better?
sure. Yes.
Okay.
So I have your voice.
right, yes.
Yeah. Did you get in trouble? Like that got you locked out something? Locked up?
Yes.
Really?
Later on, yes, I got into a little trouble. I stole my teacher's car,
Oh,
and they gave me like a year in juvenile hall.
damn.
Yeah, so I did like just little mischief stuff like that.
Yeah, well, good to
Yeah,
when we were the wrong friends.
always,
some
always somebody doing something.
And you were playing as a young age in church.
Yes.
Who your mom and your dad is still together?
My mom has transitioned, but my dad's still alive. My dad's a pastor,
Oh, okay.
so like I grew up in church.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like my dad played the piano.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of like where I picked it up at. At a young age.
And he got crazy when you got in trouble.
Oh yeah, of course. Come on, I got multiple weapons
Oh my god.
that he forgot about. Of course,
Well, but he's right.
Yeah, of course.
See, you turn around
Yeah, well,
and
it worked.
and change your life.
It for sure worked.
Sometimes you gotta go through bad
to.
stuff to
You have to.
learn.
You have to.
And I feel when it's God's people, we all God's child, but when it is like people that He has a purpose and we do something wrong, it just come back right away. Like it's the slap in the face immediately.
Immediately.
Like you're not gonna keep doing wrong for too
If
long.
I do something wrong today, tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna
For
get the
sure.
repercussions.
For sure.
So you straighten it out
Yeah, for sure.
real quick. So, growing up in church made you closer to God in your adulthood, or kind of push you away? Like growing up in church made you.
I think because we did church every day, so it's like I think by the time I kind of got out of high school, once I saw the streets, I just ran for it, you know. So it's like, and they all say PK kids are like the worst kids, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just we just a little mischief because we've been like sheltered.
You want to be rebel.
You know what I mean? So it's like I wanted to see what life outside of church was. So, but at the end of the day, once you know God touches you, you're gonna end up coming back. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
you know
there's no way. Yeah.
You can only go so far.
Yes. And when did you figure out that music was your calling? Like,
Well, I would say like around 18. I started ditching school in senior, and I started going to the studio instead. And I ended up singing and producing. Just not too much of the producing, but just singing a lot. And ended up being in front of Dark Child, Ronnie Jerkins. And he almost signed me, but I couldn't dance.
oh shit!
Cause,
Should
you know,
have
I'm
hit
from
me
Compton.
up.
I'm like, I can't dance. I'm
I would
so
have put you
like,
in the right track.
but yeah, that's how kind of like I got into it. So after that kind of like made me start making beats.
So
You
you
know
were
what I
an artist first, like
I
you
was an
wanna
artist
do
first,
music
like as
yourself.
as a teenager for sure. And then I just started making beats more and more and more, and it just became my passion.
Nice. So nowadays you prefer being behind the scene.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know?
Them days are over. Those days are over.
And how did you decide to work with juvenile kids? Was from the time you spent there that it kind of later on it sparked something new to?
Nope, I never thought of it until an opportunity for a job came, and I ended up getting the job, and we would go to different high schools, but they're all continuation schools for like probationary kids, you know. So like we would go to these schools, teach them production, and they just grew a liking to me. So you know, you go through they take you through training for the juvenile halls before you go in there, and then you start realizing, you know, how serious and how it needs to be talked about as far as like mental health and you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Did you see the impact like of your teachings, you mentoring those kids in their lives? Like, did you see the results?
Yeah, for sure.
Turning away from.
I still talk to a couple of the parents and the kids and teach them, you know, outside of that program, you know, that they really want to become a producer and they're real passionate about it. But it's really just something to get their brain off of whatever they've been doing, you know. So like just to show them there's a better path.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you've been there, so I think there's no better example. That's why it's easier for them to trust you, because it's all about the trust too, right?
For sure. Because you know you don't want to listen to somebody that hasn't been there. You know what I mean? So it's like, it takes a minute though. I didn't know what to say to them, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? But it helped, you know, for sure.
That's good. I have a friend. She came here too. She's a DJ, and she do those programs too sometimes.
Nice.
And she goes and teach.
That's good.
DJ.
We need a lot more help.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
How's the signing up? Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's grants and everything out there for that, for those programs. Just the government just has money just sitting there for people to like
just
get the program
need like
going.
people get. And how that works? Like you have to write a program and.
I think the program's already there. It's just you need to fulfill it. You know what I mean? So stuff like that and present it. I don't really know like the actual details because I actually worked for somebody that already was established. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely looking into my own grant and trying to get my own program to try to do it maybe in LA County somewhere. Yeah.
And it's hard like to deal with those kids at first.
It was a challenge at first for sure because you know,
show like
when I was a kid growing up, the things that we did, for sure, the things they're doing now is just kind of like, wait a minute, you know?
Worse.
Yeah, for sure. They talk to you crazy, like it's crazy. But it's just like you have to adjust and understand like what their lifestyle is, you know? Parents at the house, you know, like some kids don't have places to go, you know? So as long as you start understanding and adapting, it's just like, okay, that's coming from somewhere else, stuff like that.
A little problematic.
Yeah.
But I feel I would get along with him. Yo. Have you ever declined a job that didn't resonate with you, with your beliefs? Or you're just like, whatever, let me just get it done?
Did I ever say no to a job?
Yeah.
To an actual job? No. Can't say that I did. No.
That's fine.
No.
Because
I haven't had many jobs, though.
Yeah.
Like, I've had, like, a few jobs in my life. But I've been doing music so much. Like,
yeah. But I mean music. Like, have any artist come up to you and you're like, I don't think, like, I'm on the vibe. Or, like...
well, I've worked with, like, I've worked with so many various of artists and producers from, like I said, gospel, R&B, punk, rock. I work with Slipknot, Sid from Slipknot, and it's a lot of like darkness, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you think about music, you need all of it, you know what I mean, to really function.
So you just like, you go there, pray, and
yeah. I mean, it doesn't really bother my belief system because my relationship is with God, you know. So it's like, if it's something that I probably need to there might be a melody I need to put into that music that makes it a little, that to where you can hear God in there somewhere.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just throw some.
Yeah, for sure. That's all you got
in there. How do you protect your sound from outside pressure?
Protect my sound from outside pressure. These days, it's hard to it's hard to protect music. I mean, some people don't like sending music out, but I'm more or less like, you got to just get it out there. You know what I mean? If somebody steals it, we're all stealing music. You've heard this melody, you're doing this ideas, but it's not really your ideas. Just you're recouping it. So like, I don't really protect like that. You know what I mean? I'll for sure give it out. Because you never know who it's going to touch, because that's why we're doing it. Yeah. At the end of the day.
There's nothing new anymore, right?
Not really.
We just recycle.
We just regurgitate. It's like clothes,
Yeah. In fashion, always coming back to...
Something comes back around.
You work with artists like The Game, NLE Choppa, Jacob. Shout out to Jacob. Oh, Jacob. I know Jacob. And Boy That Wonder. What's one lesson you learned from being around artists at the level?
One lesson. To not be too open and friendly. Meaning that everybody's not your friend, so it's like when you start doing that and not understanding that we're still in the music business, you know what I mean? So like when it becomes, this is where you get like when it becomes split sheets and then everybody's arguing. You know what I mean? So it's like, wait a minute, I don't know I said that word. I don't know I did this, so it's like, once you get past that and understand that it's real business, and if you'll understand if somebody's like really in your corner. So I had to learn that, and it took a minute.
And not take personal, right? And
not take it personal and want to do something to somebody, or you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you can't really do that, because I've messed up a lot doing that, and messed up a lot of relationships that could have like got me further.
Yeah, we all learning.
Yeah, for sure.
And we do take personally. Because
we're passionate about it.
We artists. Yeah. I always say that because we feel everything. So it's like you think it's not about you all the time.
It's crazy.
The business is how it is, and just gotta take it.
Let me interrupt the episode real quick to talk to you guys about something serious. Before you drop that new single or that merch logo, ask yourself, is that name really yours? Artist Guard lets you search trademark database in the US, EU, UK, and Canada in seconds to make sure that your stage name or your brand can actually be used by you or not gonna drag you into legal troubles and cost you a lot of money. It's free to search. It's built for independent artists, and there's a lot of useful tools in the different plans. So go to artistguard.net and protect your brand today. As someone who operates most behind the scenes, what do you think people misunderstand about the role of a producer?
Role of a producer. That misunderstands about it is he's the captain of the ship at the end of the day, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, the person right up under him is the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a lot of this generation, they treat the engineer like
Really?
shit.
Right?
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I used to understand like this is the most important person in the room.
Some people don't even talk.
Yeah, so it's like,
To
how
them.
about you go in the booth without him and let's see how you sound.
Yeah, exactly.
what I'm
No,
saying?
I
So
love
it's
my
like-
engineers. Like, I don't just record with anybody.
Yes.
It has to be someone I
It's-
trust.
It's
That
crazy. And so like I think that's where they kind of miss it, you know, with that is making sure that everybody has their hat on and everybody's equally important. You know what I mean? But the producer is actually the creator. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is.
How are you to take the ideas from the artist too? Because there's a lot of creative minds too. It's the producer.
Well,
but-
that comes into collaborating, you know, so, and that's up to the producer, you know, how good the producer is. If you hear something, but you're not going to take it because it's not yours, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, it's greed, it's pride, you know what I mean? So like, I collab with a lot of people. And so like everybody I come across, I try to at least do something with them, you know what I mean? Because you just never know where anything goes. I've missed a lot of opportunities not working with somebody. You know what I mean? So I'm open to a lot, especially with the artists that have worked with me. They'll tell you, like, you know what I mean?
Dope. Yeah, you never know when that
You
hit
never know.
song.
You never know. Them 3 chords right there, boom.
Yeah. I feel like we all so caught up. Everybody has to pay their bills. Everybody is like is a job in the end of the day. But we gotta be open for some
Have to.
opportunities too, because you never know.
Yeah, for sure.
You never know when things might change.
Yeah, for sure.
You help shape emerging artists as well. What do you look for when deciding to invest your time into a new artist? Like the budget or the vision?
I think it has to capture me, my like spirit, to where like with the artists that I've created, like yeah, or help create. You know what I mean? Like Kobe Cordell, I was working with him when he was 18.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So it's like he was a kid, his first studio session, everything, you know, but he had a voice that was crazy. So like I just started working with him, and I did his whole album, his first album. And I've seen him grow all the way up, and he just was on The Voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, to see that is just like, okay, I was right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like those moments right there are like full circle for me. Like, okay, there's confirmation right there, you know?
Dope. You like the development part of it, or you just
It's
want?
a lot of work.
I know it's a lot of work. Or you just
tears,
right now you're
arguments.
just like, let's just get someone that
For
right.
sure, for sure. Yeah, it's fun at the end.
When
you know, but
see the
but
result.
going through that road is, you know, it's crazy. But it's like, it's beautiful at the same time because you love this person, you know? So.
Yeah, it's a process. And they don't do that anymore, right?
No more development. It's either you got it and it happens so quick,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like, well, they expecting to the artists already come ready and with the fans.
It's crazy.
With
And it's like,
everything.
what do we need you for then?
Yeah, exactly. With the mind, like, okay. Your music has been described as cinematic, almost like a scoring film. When you creating a beat, are you imagine a story? How it's your mindset when you're creating?
Every beat is different. You know, so like I don't usually try. I try not to use the same formula for everything. You know what I mean? I try to switch it up. But as far as like the cinematic feel, I've always wanted to take the frequency of movies because it's a different sound. You know what I mean? So like when you're in the theater, it's like so, and I'm so glad that Atmos is here now. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to just merge that into R&B or into pop or into gospel or you know what I mean to make it a just a different sound. Trying to do something different.
Are you using the albums mastering already in your records?
Some of them. I'm personally not doing it, but I'm definitely getting into that right now.
It's dope, right? I've been in the studio, 1500, the theater that they used to have at the school. It's just so dope.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
What's the most fulfilling role for you? A mentor or a producer?
I would say mentor. At the end of the day, when we're talking about life, yeah, I would say mentor because that has a little bit more
Purpose?
Yeah, you know, other than making music. Yeah, it's a little more personal.
You're serving. And are you working in a new project right now? What are you working right now?
I'm doing my artist, Sada James. My partner is Ben Mark. Shot this. We've created an album with her. She should be dropping April 2nd, which is next month. We're super excited about that. Ben is shooting everything. Nice. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's like my main
That was
thing.
coming next.
Yes.
And how can people support you, follow you, check out your work?
You can go to P3B Productions. That's my IG. Same as TikTok. And you can look up Visionary Music Group is the label.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. What is your Instagram so they can?
P3B Productions.
Yes.
Hit that follow.
Yes, go follow. And let us know when you have your program. I would like to put in the description to promote too
for sure. Yeah.
Because I think that's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'll for sure send you everything about that. We definitely need a lot more people that has influence over there because these kids need it.
You see, guys, if someone watching, you have a talent that you think you can share and help those kids. Let's
Please
get it.
Do it.
Let's get it. Please do
Please.
it.
Pass it along. Somebody pass it to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
sharing
me.
your
I
story.
appreciate it for sure.
Thank you guys for watching. This was Open Up with Angel B. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I see you next episode. Peace.